Welcome back to my channel. My name is Blair if you're new here, and today we're going to do a bake with me. I found a recipe on a website. I think it's simplejoy.com. It was something I came across on Pinterest, but they're zucchini carrot muffins. I've always loved zucchini bread growing up. I like carrot cake. I thought let's try it out together and see how it goes. And one thing I do love about her website, thesimplejoy.com, on the recipe you can actually choose how many servings you want, and it automatically cuts the recipe down, which is great when I don't usually bake a full recipe. But of course I'll link the whole thing down below for you guys. But let's get started on baking. So to get started, you're going to grate 1 carrot, some zucchini, and apple. It said you could use a food processor. I just use a cheese grater because it was just easier and less mess to clean up. After I grated the veggies and fruit, I went ahead and preheated the oven to 350. And then you're going to start mixing dry ingredients in a bowl, which consisted of all-purpose flour, salt, baking soda, and cinnamon. Okay, and then in another bowl, I mixed together the sugar, an egg, and vegetable oil was the oil I chose to use. The recipe just said oil, so I guess you could do anything. And into the wet ingredients, you're gonna mix in the dry ingredients. It will get very thick and kind of dried out, but don't worry about it. Okay, and then to your dried up batter, you're going to add in your fruits and veggies, but because these are so moisture filled, it kind of like thins out the batter again with it, so that's why I said don't worry about the dry batter when you're making it. And you also want to be careful when you start mixing in the fruits and veggies that you're not overdoing it. You want to kind of fold them in, but don't overdo it. And then last, you're going to spoon the batter. It is still thick, but it's more moisture filled into a muffin pan. I only did 9 because I cut the recipe in half, but I would suggest using a liner just because of how moisture filled they are. That way they don't stick too bad, because it didn't say anything about greasing the pan. Then you can put them in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. I started with 20 and then checked it, because the key is when you take them out, you should be able to stick a toothpick into the middle of the cupcake or the muffin pan, and it should come out with a few crumbs. It shouldn't be entirely clean, otherwise you know you dried them out too much in the baking process. All right, so they've cooled down enough that I could try it. So I've already taken a bite, but I'm gonna take another one. These are honestly so good. You would not even know that there was vegetables in it. And I think the apple adds a touch of sweetness, but because of all the vegetables and the apple, it adds so much moisture to them. They're not dry at all. Even though when you saw I was making the batter up, it was very thick. So these are definitely recommended. I will probably be making these again because they're just that good. So I hope you enjoyed. Maybe you'll try them. If you do, let me know in the comments down below. But as always, I hope everybody has a blessed day.